Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Yes, indeed, folks. We are back. We are back and we are jiving and groovy and better than ever. Hello, everybody. Thank you for popping in to my stream, my celebratory birthday stream, if you will. Let's go ahead and get this party started, shall we? Let us do that to the music, and let us take that to the wherever here, and boop. Yeah, now we're there on the stream. First of all, thank you everybody so much for the inevitable birthday wishes that I will miss while I'm trying to do things on the screen. Thank you so much. It has been a nice one so far, outside of unbelievably weird, crippling leg cramps that came as a result of God knows what. And, you know, life's been alright today. To get some simple questions out of the way, I am, because I know everybody's gonna ask it, and that's fine. I am 33 years old today. 33 years young, actually. Well, this is how I should really put it. So, I'm one of those people that have really fought to, like, embrace the idea of getting older and all that stuff. But I don't like the term getting older because that makes it seem like it's obsolete after a point in time. So, in keeping with the whole video game thing, I prefer to say that I'm leveling up. So I am at level 33 on my life. And that's great, right? Because then if I get to, like, you know, level 60 or 70 or 80, like, saying you're level 80's, like, that's badass. So I'm at level 33 today. Speaking of level 33, I felt like that's how many lives we had. How do I only have 5 lives right now? I worked hard for those lives in this previous stream. What on earth? I had like 30 something. I had just about as many as my own age. Well, nobody's perfect, I guess. The game is certainly reminding me of that. So how's everybody doing today? How was everybody's holiday or Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, or let's see, is it the last couple of days of Hanukkah? I'm shamefully very uneducated when it comes to particular other religions. I know that, was it Kwanzaa, I think, happened too, and Ramadan and such. But I hope everybody has had a wonderful time. And if you do not celebrate anything, then I hope that you had a great couple of days. Because there's nothing wrong with having a great couple of days. So, the trick to today is we're going to try and get ourselves through the mysterious woods, which, after having a few days to think about it, I realized I've historically had problems with the Forest of Illusion. I call it the Mysterious Woods. I meant to call it the Forest of Illusion. So I'm gonna try and be better about this today. But I also can't make any promises, because God knows if you've been watching my streams long enough, or if you've been paying attention to the channel long enough, you know that there's an issue when it comes to certain things. So, but we'll see. I will endeavor, and I will also use the internet if I have to. I'm not below doing that for a reminder. I always like to think that I could play this game and, like, beat it in a day if I really wanted to. But the truth is, because the Forest of Illusion has always gotten me. Oh, it's a fart cloud that gives you coins. If only they were real, I would be far more financially secure than I am right now. Oh my god, time's running out already? I've not been paying attention. So yeah, we're gonna endeavor to try and get through this area so that we can get into areas with dinosaurs and other really cool things. But the more I'm thinking about it, the more I think I also, like, need to have some blocks uncovered that I do not have uncovered right now. Oh my word. So here's what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get through this level. This is bugging me. I'm gonna get through this level. And, yeah, so how's everybody? I'm gonna take a minute here and glance over the chat. How's everybody doing? Congratulations, your Pokemon Madam Wigglesworth evolved to Majesty. Family surprised me by getting me an instant pot. What is an instant pot? A new Godzilla figure? Rad. Black scrubs? Great. First time attending a live stream. You're amazing. Well, thank you, Millie. I'm happy you're able to pop in here. Okay, so let me think. So, there's actually a bunch of, like, there's a bunch of secrets that I haven't uncovered here, to be perfectly honest with you. Steel, of course I noticed you, Steel Wolf. What do you mean I haven't noticed you? I saw you were first. I knew you would be. You were sitting there waiting for the stream to start. Unfortunately, my family and I had to spend Christmas in the hospital, but we're out now. This live stream is a great way to celebrate and unwind. Oh my goodness, I hope everything's okay. That really stinks. This is not where I meant to go, but I suppose this is where I'm going. Oh no. So, for people who will inevitably be asking, the strangest thing about celebrating your birthday in a different country for the first time in your life is the reality that you're 7 hours ahead of, like, everybody else in the world. So you go 7 hours without hearing. You spend so much in your life, like, hearing from people by 8 a.m. You know, they give you happy birthday wishes and stuff. And I didn't start hearing mine until, like, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It was actually kind of strange. But, you know, if that's, like, the weirdest part about all of it, then I don't suppose I have anything to complain about. Instant Pot's basically a multi-cooker. I have friends who swear there is a little intimidated by it. Don't be intimidated by it. You should not be Oh, I need a feather. Shoot. Or something else to help me get through that area. One should never be intimidated by something they do not have knowledge of. All it takes is a little bit of understanding, a little bit of tenderness. Whoa. Oh, I just abandoned Yoshi over there. Crap. But anyway, so my love and I had a nice, we have, like, no sleep schedule right now because they're on vacation. And, like, and because of that, we woke up really, really late. So my breakfast / lunch, whatever you want to call it, we went to a steakhouse, rather, not a stakeout, but a steakhouse. It's here in the capital. And I had probably the best T-bone steak I've ever had in my life. And it was amazing, and I absolutely loved it, and life was good and happy, and I grabbed my DS. Time to grab my DS, as I read in the chat, making me want to play my DS, which I'm now wondering why I rarely play it. You should play your DS. Anyway, I went for a nap, a post-Happy Meal nap, and woke up maybe 20 minutes later to the absolute worst leg cramps I've ever had in my entire life. They were so awful that my cats literally came into the living room and were meowing and trying to get close to me to, like, scope out everything and make sure everything was okay. They were so painful, I actually don't remember anything that I did. I just remember how painful it was. There was, like, screaming involved, evidently. And so, you know, evidently, like, 33 is the level in which your body's like, oh, you thought you had it figured out, huh? How about this? And it starts to get real. I'm kidding, of course. but it was still like one of those, oh my god, kind of moments. But I'm doing well now. After some water and stretching out of muscles, I have, I'm able to walk, which I was not really able to not that long ago. And, yeah, I'm still drinking fluids, and that's basically why the stream happened much later in the evening than basically why it happened much later in the evening than I wanted it to. But, you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, that was intense, and I hope that's the only time I ever feel that. I just went and completed that level for absolutely no reason, I realize. I probably should have studied up on this a little bit before I jumped in here, but life had other plans, so I'm not totally, like, here right now. A bunch of people, I see that the number is growing up in the corner there of viewers. Thank you, everybody who's popped in, who I've not seen. Obviously, there is a collection of, whoa, there is a collection of people whom I've not had the chance to say hello to, and thank you for tuning in, but of course, always, thank you for tuning in. How to survive a leg cramp, scream your head off. I did. Trust me. If that's the survival to a leg cramp, I passed with flying colors, evidently. It was unreal. I hope I never experience anything like that again. I don't know what it was. Like, one of my Christmas/birthday gifts was an elliptical, like a home machine, so that I don't have to worry so much about like the weather and stuff like that. And like I've been using the elliptical, so it's not like I'm not used to walking or being out of shape or whatever, so I don't know what the deal was, but it was just, man, it was outrageous. Just outrageous. Have you played Donkey Kong Country? I adore Donkey Kong Country. I wish it was on the Switch, this kind of emulator looking thing that I'm playing right now. I wish it was on that, because I would 100,000,000% play it on stream. I also just noticed that the chat is not caught up with everything else that's going on here. What's going on? What's going on, Streamlabs? Why aren't you doing the thing that you need to do? Why are you not doing the things you're supposed to do? Do the thing. Why aren't you right there? Serena Melton, it's still your lone comment on the screen. What's up with that? Why hasn't the chat figured out that it's supposed to be running right now? Go figure. This happened in one of the other chats too, yeah? I mean, I know that it did. I'm just... ugh. Madam, I beat Calamity Ganon. Oh, you beat Calamity Ganon! Nice work. You know, I've had that game... I'm gonna get in here again. I'm gonna find this secret. I've had that game since it came out, and I still haven't gone after Ganon. I like, refuse to. I'm enjoying the game so much on its own. Despite what you might think, seeing all the hours I've committed to Stardew Valley recently. I don't know. I enjoy it. I get so much enjoyment out of it that I just don't want to finish it. I never want it to end. There's a pipe over here somewhere that I need to get into. I'm having a heck of a... Whoa. Will you go away, please? Stop following me. I'm having a heck of a time getting into. Boop, boop, boop. Oh my gosh. If I can't get to where I need to get to, I might have to swap games, to be perfectly honest, just to feel better about myself. Nope, I went through here already. Okay. The other thing about those cramps, too, is that, like, my legs are still sore. Like, I've never experienced leg cramps that were so extreme that my legs stayed sore for... Oh my god, that my legs stayed sore for a period of time after having them. Forget it. Oh my gosh. About two... Straight up, about 2 steps away from going to a different game. Straight up, not even kidding. Hey, Tyrone. Oh, I'm so happy you're here, man. Thank you for jumping in. Hey, if anybody wants, like, some scripts commissioned or, like, you know, just want to find some, like, good stuff to have. Or, like, you know, someone who's really great in making sure that, like, the people around him get the credit they deserve and whatnot, consider working with Tyrone, Bruinsma Films. He's a great guy, and I'm certainly happy to be working with him, and I hope that you guys would consider him if you need some stuff done. I also just remembered, I've got some things here, some audience participation tools that you guys could use, and I'm wondering if I'm able to use them. And I just heard the dono sound. Oh, $5 from Motion Dan. Hey, Editor Dan, what's up, man? Happy birthday, madam. Me and Mariana are watching. I love this game. Would love to play DK with you. Hey, both of you, thank you so much. I'm happy you're both watching and being entertained by it. I have no idea why things aren't showing up, but it's not gonna drive me so crazy. You need to play Life is Strange. I don't know if I'll play Life is Strange. I haven't figured it out yet. Alright, I haven't figured out if I want to yet. Anyway, let's try... Let's see if this works. If I do it? Nope. Definitely not. Have to play around with commands. Some commands should be available to work now, and actually have been available to work since I started streaming. I've just been awful at, like, actually getting them up and running and such. But if you use !slot, like I try to use there's a slot game that you can get there. If you use !8ball and ask a question, it should give you something there. There's !gamble. There's !duel. There's a handful of fun things that you guys should be able to have here. Technical difficulties are dumb. They're just dumb. Can't thank you more, my Wigglesworth. You made my day. Ah, nah, man. You've made my day more times than I can count. Appreciate it. It's bugging me. Why are you not doing things that I would like for you to do? Anyway, Dan's a good dude. Dan's a good dude. Dan is a good dude too, but Tyrone's a good dude also. Yeah, there we go. There you go, Daniel. Thanks for throwing those in. Actually, as a matter of fact, Daniel, if you don't mind, while I'm fiddling around with this, I'm gonna give you a list of what these commands are. If you could help initiate them into the stream, I would appreciate it. Ball. A lot of behind the stuff things going on right now. Oh my god. No one ever said these were professional. I just sent you on Discord, Dan, all those good things. Hi, Madam Wigglesworth. I just want to say thank you for your videos. I'm a straight man, but you are such a kind and understanding person. Thank you for all you do. Oh, thank you so much, Blake. Appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. I am baffled why chat is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I don't want to spend all day on here either. Like, I'm already feeling bad enough as it is, and I'm not... I'm really sorry, guys. Allow the tunes of Donut Plains to sort of serenade you while and allow Editor Dan there to give you an idea of what kind of things you can do here. Give me just a second while I... And actually, I'm going to call your attention to something else, too. Look at this ghost that's moving around the ghost house. Why does he have a really large upside in his smile? Why? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's backtrack a little bit here, then. Oh, why did I think I could get a Yoshi from here? Oh my gosh. I made the wrong decision. It is my birthday, hey, how's everybody doing? We're gonna get through this area, da-da-ga. Need to have Yoshi in order for this little thing to work. I need a Yoshi, he's my best bud. I think he's the bestest, he should know. I am not shy about my Yoshi love, ha. I probably could hit select, but I won't. If I can't manage to make this section work, I might not call this stream, but I might I might switch to a different game. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. Alright. Alright, come with me, Yoshi. Here we go. I need a Yoshi in order to get this top secret area in. Which I was pretty certain that I did. I was just having a brain fart, I guess. A brain fart on top of all the other... No, Yoshi, no, Yoshi. Oh my god. Are you serious right now? Are you kidding me, bro? Did you see that shit Yoshi almost pulled? Bad Yoshi. Oh my god, that would have been disastrous. Hell, I might have to go back out and actually, like, go to a different place regardless. Okay, they did give you a feather here. That's right. Okay. I can hear the laughing. What I'd miss. You missed Yoshi almost running away from me and completely botching this section of the game I need him in. So, you know, the usual. Nothing out of the ordinary. Alright, let's try this again. So we get Yoshi to eat some potatoes. And by potatoes, I mean, you know, this. So, get off him. I get... Oh, that could have been really bad. And then I fly up here. Yeah, buddy. Oh, God. Thanks, Yoshi. God dang it. What the hell, man? It's like not fair. Oops. It is up there. Oh, that's right. It is up there. It's been a while. That noise is brought to you in part by going into a pipe. Will you get on the thing, please? Thank you. Alright, chat. What's going on here? Leaving him behind is better than dropping him off a bottomless cliff. That is true. Chat is being so ding-dang bizarre. Daniel, Editor Dan, I'm scared. I'm scared that if I try and do that, I'm not gonna be able to get it back. I am feeling the I'm feeling the intimidation. Let's see. Okay, the chat thing is actually super bothering me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna keep the background noise going. I'm gonna mute the mic, and I'm gonna throw my little BRB screen up here. Give me just a second. I'm gonna try and figure out what this is. Okay. Let's see if that doesn't do it. It didn't do that. Oh, what on earth? What is happening right now? I thought things were supposed to go smoothly in birthday streams, huh? What is this madness? Oh, good grief. This is unbelievable. An echo? I'm echoing now? Oh my gosh. What is going on? What is happening right now? Why? Why are things the way they are? I just... I'm not echoing. No echoing. Going smooth. Alright. Good grief. All I was trying to do was just... All I was trying to do was fix the chat. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna freak... I'm not gonna make it... Nobody can hear any echoes. Alright. Well, as long as you guys can hear any echoes, then I'm not totally gonna worry about it. Of course. These things can't go smoothly. They have to be the way they are. Alright. Anyway, at the very least, getting that... the green block should help me get through here. I think. I don't know anything anymore. Welcome to your 33rd birthday where life, like, it's like, whose line is it anyway? Everything's made up and the points don't matter. It's... Life as you know it is complicated and it doesn't matter. Alright. We're gonna go through this for a third time. And if I can't get through this, then I'm going to very embarrassedly, fess myself over to a different game. That I can play entertainingly. Yeah. We're all good, folks. We're all good. See, this is why I didn't, like, devote my life to being, like, a 24/7 streamer. Because of stuff like this. All of the Twitch points going down chaotically in a corner. My life is a hurricane, spinning around, spinning around. How is he just not vomiting? I mean, just like left and right. Little chat isn't showing up in the stream. Yeah, that's what I was trying to fix. And it's just being a butt, I guess. Looks like I'm gonna have to go through a few more practice setup stuffs. You know, I'm one of those people where, like... Which, actually, I think are, like, most people. But I like to, like, play with things beforehand and then, you know, not have to fiddle around with it before it goes live. But I guess this is one of those things where I'm just gonna have to figure out stuff as they... Anyway, nobody cares. So I had really bad leg cramps, and now I'm here streaming with all you guys because I wanted to spend my birthday with you. There. That's the long and short of it. My birthday's going great. We're going great. We're not gonna die. Alright. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is happening. This is legitimately happening. I am lost, as per usual, in the Forest of Illusion. I can't remember how to get past this level, and I'm gonna play this for like a 4th time! 4th time, yo. 4th time. Happy B-Day. Thank you guys so much. You get to see how difficult this can be at times behind the scenes. and by difficult, I mean, like this is such like a hashtag first world problems thing. I'm sorry, I don't mean to play the same level like 4 times, but unfortunately, I don't mean to play this level 4 times. But you see, it's not always easy to be a Mario gamer. Sometimes you get these levels, and they are just so confusing. Here we go. I am playing this game. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. You and I are gonna get through this. We'll get through this together. Hey! Oh, singing always puts me in a better mood. I'm just bothered that I can't remember this. Like... It's this one level. That's all it is, too. It's just like this one section of the entire game. This is a section that I've always had problems with. That just drives me nuts. Especially since I harp on Cardland so much for not being able to play video games. I feel like I need you to perform right now. Nah, it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. And it's insane in the membrane. Hidden yellow. There's a hidden thingy below some logs. I've probably passed it already, haven't I? I'd love to say I have to go to bed now. I just want to thank you for what you do. Your videos help me overcome my anxiety. Hey, thank you so much for, like, tuning in and supporting my work and stuff. I really appreciate that. If you ever need anything and are willing to pay for services, I do have commissions open right now. In fact, I have a link to my commission sheet in the little description box below. And, if that is something you're interested in, then you can look into that. No, stop it. Stop it. Everybody stop. Oh my god, there's mass chaos going on right now. Holy cow. No, stop it. No, what's happening? Yoshi! R.I.P. Yoshi. Ah! Oh. There is mass chaos. I don't think I have quite the attention span. I need to play this. This is the 5th time! This is the 5th time! This is the 5th time I'm playing through this level. This is stupid! Why is this happening right now? Why is this happening? I just wanna beat this place, please let me beat this place. I wanna beat this place, please let me beat this place. I just want to beat this place, I wanna beat this place. I wanna get out of here. Woo. Oh, that's absurd. Oh my god. Damn you, Forest of Illusion. Okay. So I'm gonna try and play through this. I'm gonna play through this level. Like 3 more times. And if I can't get it through the 3rd time, I'm gonna go to a different game. Okay? Are we cool with that? I'll use the power of God and anime. They're both on my side. If you guys are cool with that, put in a 6 in the chat. Yeah. And I promise you that if I stream this next week, which I probably inevitably will, but the next time I stream this for sure, I'll be a bit more studied up and know what I'm supposed to do. I just don't want to waste your guys' time by, like, playing the same level 40 times. It's not entertaining at all. Like, who wants to watch that? 7. 6, 6, 6, 6. What do you think about that, Yoshi? Actually, you know, while we're talking about other games to play too, at some point I want to play Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Because that is an incredibly fantastic game. And why Nintendo... Well, whoops. And why Nintendo has not tried to make a Yoshi game like it since is just baffling to me. They've really, like, leaned hard on the whole angle of, like, Yoshi being this cute dinosaur. And, like, he is, you know, he's Yoshi. But Super Mario World 2 makes him, like, this consummate badass. And it gives him, like, this really awesome, like, world that's truly, like, puzzling and complicated and just unique. And it's such a fun experience and stuff. Ah, yes, the game with the horrible crying baby noise. Well, yes. That is true. That is a factor, but that also amplifies the stress of the situation, and that is the point. You know, back in my day, yarg, yarg, yarg. Okay, there's gotta be like some... God, there's gotta be some, like, really obvious shit that I'm just not thinking of. That's how these things always work out. It's not one of these. Really though, I think that double check was right near the extra exit, wasn't it? Was it? I'm not sure. We can try. I'm giving myself several more... Oh my god. I'm giving myself several more chances here. Several more chances here. Yoshi, it's not your time to go away. I need to sing faster. The song's faster. We're gonna get through this. I swear we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this, but you and I. No, Yoshi, 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 Yoshi. I just want to get through this. I'm so embarrassed. I feel like those times when I have to do math on the spot. Okay, so here's the charge and chuck. Is it like down here? Like... Nope. Alright, there's one time. I did that knowing that was probably going to be a consequence. Don't worry, that didn't surprise me at all. Quick question. Five something I need to ask you regarding Patreon stuff. What's the best way to get in touch? Email me, madamwigglesworth@gmail.com. There's also a good chance that with the whole season coming up and everything, that I probably got your message. I just haven't had like a chance to really like go through it yet. Over the next day or so, now that today's my birthday and I don't have anything like really, there's nothing really festivus, if you will, going on until New Year's. I'm gonna be like really getting to work the next couple of days. So if you've sent me a message already, chances are I'll probably read it. So just be a little bit more patient with me. I'll get to it. Alright, so we tried that area over there. Oh god. Oh god. No. No. Stop. Stop, please. You don't understand the agony I've been going through today. No. Yes! Oh my god. No. No! And because I'm little, like... But now I know where it is. But now I know where it is. So unless there is... Alright, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. It's there. It's fine. We've got it. We found it. We're good. We have found it. We are okay. So we're gonna go back in. It's all gonna be good. Recon, Chris is here. Oh my god. What's up, Chris? Thanks for dropping by, man. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope everything's going well. All is good with you and yours. Whoa. That could have been disastrous on many levels, but through my gaming skills, I was able to avoid it. Is your birthday 12/28? Nope, my birthday is 12/27. So to, I guess, a lot of people, it's the next day. For me, it's the next day. It's no longer technically my birthday, but, you know, whatever. Actually, what am I doing lollygagging around here? I know where I'm supposed to go. Just freaking get there, dude. And get there while you're big, please. Don't screw around here. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah! Ugh. Thank God. Yes, part the butt cheeks. Or the boobs. Whatever. Let me through, for the love of Mike. Into Roy's castle. Now, I will say this. You can rewind. I know I can rewind. But see, this is the problem. I'm an old school gamer. And so I always think... I never think about the fact that I can rewind. Like, the only time I've ever used the rewind feature is whenever I'm playing an NES game. So I'm sorry. I know I could have gone back like 100,000 times to fix whatever problem it was. I literally do not even think about it. I'm so used to... It's just in my blood, man. I'm used to playing this game without that option. So you're just gonna have to, like, be patient with me. Actually, you know, I was thinking about this earlier. When I was a kid, my obsession with this game was such that, like, I would reenact the Bowser fight in my parents' bedroom. Like, I'd always do it on my dad's side, too, because my mom was really into sewing at the time, and one time I stepped on a needle she had over on her side. That was an accident. Whoa. Whoa. And I have this incredibly clear, this just utterly vivid memory of, like, running back and forth on my dad's clean side of the bed, pretending like I was Mario fighting Bowser. Good memory. Also, if you want to talk about my favorite dude to play as on Mario Kart 8, it's this bro. Roy is my bro, man. When I have to go heavy for certain levels, Roy is it. Roy's the guy. Plus, who doesn't love a character who's always like, yeah, everywhere he goes? But yeah, so, like, I would run back and forth from, like, one end of the room to the other and, like, duck down and pretend like... Well, you'll see what I mean if we actually get there, but, you know, Bowser rides in this clown car and stuff, and he swoops overhead, so I'd pretend like he was swooping over my head and stuff like that. Mario found his way through the forest of illusion and has put an end to Roy Koopa of Castle Number 5, thanks to the internet and to other people. Onward to the dangerous but tasty Chocolate Island. But first things first, a random island. Dude, Roy is me. I always choose him in Mario Kart. Oh, yeah. Roy is a good go-to. Yoshi is a good go-to. I'm trying to do a full playthrough of Mario Kart 8 right now, where I beat every challenge by finishing the race with 10 coins and finishing in first place. I'm currently trying to work my way through 100cc, I think, at the moment. And it's so freaking hard. When you get to that, like, the first couple of levels and stuff, they're just so easy, and then eventually you get to a point where it's like, oh my god, I want to throw my Switch out the window. It just gets more complicated for some reason. Excuse me. Oh, hello? Thank you. Please go and hit the thing. Don't kick that away. Oh my god, you fell. What's wrong with you, dude? You need to get back on your game right quick. It's the only way you'll get through. Because this level's got a lot of hopping dinos waiting for you. Yeah. Yeah. It might be 150. Man, I honest to goodness cannot remember right now for some reason whether it's 100 or 150 cc. I feel like it's 150, but I don't want to oversell myself. One of these days, what I'd really like to do is I'd like to, oh, this deal. What I would really like to do is, I would like to actually play Mario Kart 8 on the stream, and then, like, have you guys be able to join in so we could, like, race together and stuff. I think that would be kind of fun. Definitely great ways for, like, friendly rivalries and stuff to spawn! No, no. Bye, Yoshi. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm sorry, Yoshi. Whoa. So, you know. And that said, actually, that said, I should probably throw for, like, friend codes out. To certain people. I'm not just gonna go randomly friend code everybody, but if there were people who'd be interested, you know. I also play Pokemon. I play a shit ton of Stardew Valley. Just ask anybody who's friends with me. 100% agree with that. Well, alright. Maybe we'll find a way to make it happen one of these days. We'll, like, set up an announcement beforehand and plan, like, a nice long stream so that a bunch of people can play Mario Kart and stuff. I think that would be fun. I did not mean to no, why did you fly up into him? Does he look friendly to you? He does not look friendly whatsoever. Why would you fly right up into that fire? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Aww. Oh, wait. Yeah. There. Are you happy now, Daniel? Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me, Daniel? Gonna criticize me. Would it be MK8 or MK8 Deluxe? I think Deluxe is the only one that's on the Switch. Oh, I wish I could get that. Would really like to have some sort of power boost in here. I would appreciate not getting effed up. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. I'm very happy. Cheater? No, don't you call me cheater. You're the antagonistic brouhaha here. You're the one who told me to do it. Oh god. Okay, so I can bounce on the lead one, but not in the back one. Gotcha, gotcha. Pokemon, Mario Kart, Stardew Valley, all the best games. Are you playing this through Nintendo Switch Online? I am. I am indeed. Alright, let's try this again. I can hear you, Daniel. I can hear you being all like, you just rewound a moment ago. Why aren't you rewinding again? And you know what? You're right. Oh, this feels gross. Something feels wrong about this. Something just feels so wrong about this. Whoops. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. It just feels so, like, disingenuous, kind of. Whoa! I mean, I guess if you're used to playing with emulators, but I'm not used to playing with emulators, so it's just like, oh, it feels so strange. Daniel, look what you're making her do. It's true, it's all Daniel's fault. F's in the chat, it's all Daniel's fault. Given to your hate. No, my gamer pride don't like it. Look, man, I've cultivated, I'm level 33. Like, I've cultivated a long life of not doing that. I never played on emulators, and I never saved on emulators either, and it would drive people crazy whenever they would try to get me to play a game and play it on an emulator, and I wouldn't, like, save through an emulator. Oh. Like, I wouldn't put up save states and stuff. Like, I don't blame people who do it when, like, they're playing really freaking hard games like Kaizo Mario or something, because, like, you have to have that in order to, like, really beat it, and especially when you're streaming it makes it a better experience. But, like, if you're just playing it, like, part of the fun is that absolute rage that you get when you can't get something right. I am not in a position to be in this ghost house, because I gotta get up there. To get up there. Shoot. Have you ever had any issue with Nintendo Switch drift, like the Control 6 constantly inputting directions for no reason? Yep, I've had that problem. I hate it. I actually accidentally sold... Whoops. I accidentally sold 400 bags of parsnip seeds. Seeds in Stardew Valley earlier today because of the drift. And I was furious because I had just bought them. I was like hoarding for the seed. You know what? I keep delaying the inevitable, but like I really can't do this here. I can't here. Come get me. Come get me. Alright, I'm fine with that. It's just like, man, I intentionally tried to, no. So, like, what happened was, I was trying to, oh, I probably shouldn't commit any time to this because I don't have any time at all. And like, I was trying to sell one thing that was next to all the seeds that I had. And it put the parsnip seeds in the little box. And I was like, oh god, and I went and hovered over it to clear it out, right? But then, when I went to go and put them back on you know, the thing that I actually intended to put in there when I went to go do that, it, like, drifted over back to the parsnip seeds and put them in the basket. And then it drifted again and went on top of the thing I was actually going to put into the basket. So I lost all the parsnip seeds I just bought. I lost it. I was so mad. I had the drift, you can fix it with isopropyl alcohol on the stick. Very easy. Everyone needs a Sneed because Sneed is everything you need. Shut up! I'll have to meet the Sandman again. Happy belated birthday, big sister. Love you lots. Love you too. Sleep well, okay? And thanks for coming by. Oh, good grief. But anyway, now that the ghost house is taken care of, my residual nightmare can, like, fade off into existence, and I can actually, like... Oh my god. I can actually, like, get stuff done now. But let me tell you, the drift has hurt me on more than one occasion. And it's also done it recently. Don't even think about it, Yoshi. Hello, madam. I didn't know how to tell my friend that I liked her. So I voice recorded the confession part of Confession Gone Run and sent it to her, so in a way, help make it my girlfriend. Oh my god, that's... Really? Is that real? Is that 100% real? That is fucking adorable. And congratulations, I guess. That's really sweet. Well, I'm happy that it helped kind of whoa. I'm happy that it helped kind of give you a voice. That's pretty cool. You've ruined me, Daniel. And I hope that you two are happy. And all that good stuff. Swear to God. Wow. That's really cute. Aww. Aw, now I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood cause love will always prevail. I'm in a good mood cause look at all these mushrooms. Oh, the mushrooms. Ode to the mushrooms. They are great. They help me get real big, and then I feel so good. And even help me to fly away. Alright. Madam, allow me to remind you that your server also brought Bloss and I together. You've clearly got the talent. Yeah, I guess that's true. Just call me Yenta. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Except in this case, I guess it would be more like matchmaker, matchmaker, find me a catch. This really is not the level I should be doing this with. Yoshi will literally eat this at any time, and I will be fucked when he does. Yeah, see, there he goes. Although I want to know what it was back there that I missed. Yeah, right here. There we go. Given you got two where Yenta managed over 3, I'd say you're way ahead. That's true. For being a matchmaker, Yenta wasn't actually that great of a matchmaker. Then again, the whole point of Fiddler on the Roof is about the change in tradition and breaking away from societal norms and such, so... Whoa! Oh, jeez. Oh, that was scary. Here comes the matchmaker. She's got a talent with this. There we go. Oh, hello, you. Oh, yeah, because you can, like, do this back here, can't you? Yeah! That's right. So, Yoshi's expression while holding that shell in his mouth was a lot like me with the first bite of the T-bone steak I had today. Just like a... Because otherwise all it does is it just forces you into the big, like, loop-de-loop around this particular area, and it's a pain in the butt. Oh, dude. I just had this weird... So, like, when I was a kid, I thought these were pencils. And I was like, deadly pencils? That's gotta be, like, the worst thing to have, like... It just... I guess it just didn't occur to me that it was, like... you know, that it was meant to be a sharp, pointed, like, spiky rock stick. I was just like, oh, they look like pencils, so clearly they must be pencils. I was a strange child. I would also, like... God, I was so crazy about this game as a kid. I would also sing, Mario songs that I made up based off this game in the backyard on my swing set that we had when we were kids. And I feel like I remember how one of them went. Like, the beginning was always really, like, flubbed. You know, I just sort of said whatever. But the whole thing was like, it's a Mario land. The evil Bowser's under attack. And stuff. And I, like, belted at the top of my lungs because I was convinced nobody was listening. And all the neighbors would always be like, are you singing? And I'd be like, no, go away. I want to talk to you. Oof, don't know how I managed that. But yeah, I had a big thing for this game when I was younger. And like, why wouldn't one have a big thing for this game? It's beautiful, it's colorful, it makes you happy. You get Yoshi, he shits bonuses. There's lots of love about this. I thought they were pencils? Yeah. Keep the good vibes up. Your videos helped me ask out my boyfriend. Male for reference. I needed a boost in confidence and your videos gave me it, so thank you for that. Aw. Guys, thank you. That's really nice. I hope you two are happy, and I wish you many happiness. The store is chocolate colored. Oh, shush with your... No! No, no, this one I'm taking back. This one I'm taking back. Whatever, game. You're not taking this one away from me. I'm not feeling guilty about this one. I had this. This victory was mine, and now it is. But yeah, it was all just like... Evil Bowser's under attack and something, something, something. Oh my. This is the part I specifically remember. I was like, oh my, I can't believe my eyes. No. See what you've done, Daniel? See what you've done. Now my own chat's going against me. Dirty victory! You. Daniel. Don't you even. No. I will not let you guys bring me down about that. I will not be brought down about that. I will not. I refuse. Oh god. Oh god. I refuse to be brought down by my own chat for victory. Yeah, see, Daniel, you're in the middle of playing Mario Kart anyway, so don't you give me any nonsense for this. The experience of bitter triumph. I feel like one of these had a happy moon in it? Maybe it didn't. Oh, it's this thing. Yeah, that. Aw, man. I just switched to Mario World 2. It's not a dirty victory. I reject your reality and substitute my own. It is not a dirty victory. I won that. I had it won. And fate tried to play a hand. And I said no to fate. It's really all that it was. It's not like a whole lot more complicated than that. It's... It was beautiful and it's perfect and it's everything that it needed to be at the time that it needed to be at. I may or may not have used a few lines from your Confession Gone Right video to confess to my crush girlfriend now, and now we're together. Haha, mission success. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, man. Oh, the homie. Shadowy Whispers is here. Thanks so much, Shadowy. Thanks for popping in. Oh my god. The Rhaegar is here. In all of his magnificent glory. Let me tell you all something. This guy right here. This is a good dude. I'm happy with all of my castmates from Tingles and Dragons. They're all great people, and I really look forward to doing like things with Yuri, and I've already got like stuff planned with Cardlin, and Morgan and I at some point are gonna do Stardew Valley together and stuff. But this guy right here, this Shadowy Whispers bro, this man has turned into one of my favorite people. And that's not just because he said the same thing about me. It's because recently he and I were just sitting down, just chatting, and we ended up having like a really awesome talk about life and our personal experiences. And just like some really real stuff that we found out that we could relate to together. And this is like my brother right here. I love this guy. I love you, bro. I'm happy you're here. This is a good dude. So, if any of you are inclined to listen to the man with the velvety voice, as he likes to advertise himself as in Tingles and Dragons, he deserves it. Man works hard. He's a hard worker and he's a great talent. Happy to be his friend. So, thanks for popping in, bud. That's a lot of clapping football men. I'm legit about to cry, thank you. Like, for real, man. I could honestly be just, like, talking shit here and being like, hashtag make Rhaegar cry or whatever, but it's 100% true. Like, you are for sure one of my favorite people now. Like, you said it the other night when we were talking, and, like, I totally believe it. You know, there's something about the two of us and the lives that we grew up with that just kind of bonded us together, and I love it. Shadowy's a good dude. Go subscribe to Shadowy and his work and stuff if you haven't already. He's very creative, and I'm looking forward to doing more things with him in the future. Not just things we already may or may not have planned. Ooh. Teasers. Yeah. Oh god. Oh man. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Alright. Okay. Alright. No? Really? Alright, fine. You know what? I don't need you oh, maybe I do need you. I was gonna be all sassy and be like, I don't need you anyway, but I actually might. Oh boy. There we go. These things, they just need to chill out. Look at how fast they're going. Just calm down, you two. You three. There's nothing, like, that's so important that you have to be moving that quickly. Oh, jeez. Just take your time, chill out, man. Just chill out. Slow and steady wins the race. This is where I should be singing again, isn't it? I'm gonna get through this little portion, and then you'll be cool, unless I screw up. Much like that, as a matter of fact. Much like that. Much like that. Like our Jesse James RP. Shh. I thought we weren't going to talk about that until later. Oh my god, I totally did that by accident. But yes, like our Jesse and James RP. Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Did anybody have that old Pokemon to Be a Master album? And there was like a whole song with Team Rocket, like the Jesse and the actors for Jesse and James sang. Like, does anyone know what I'm talking about? Are you kidding me? No! No. There. Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross, and I can feel that it's disgusting the way it feels on my body, and I'm still using it. Why? Why? Let's mop up this madness. There we go. Windy Okupa in Castle Number 6 has sung her last song. Mario must meet the challenge that is now before him. There is a sunken ship that appears to be a gateway to the Valley of Bowser. And stuff. He did a shower after this. No joke. Those cramps I had earlier, the leg cramps that I had earlier, were so intense. I actually, like, I've never had this experience before in my life, but I sat up at one point to try and, like, put my legs in a position where I could stretch out my calves. And when I sat up, my entire body went ice cold, and then I started sweating profusely. So I did actually have to take a shower after I had those leg cramps earlier today. It was so insane. So technically I've showered twice already today. I don't know. I feel like this one would be fairly justifiable, though. Shadowy, you still with me, man? I know I got y'all up in your feels a second ago. You still with me, dude? Clarice Child, hi from England. Oh my god. Hello, hello. It's early for you. Thanks for being here. Okay. This part gets weird at some point here. Ah! Dread! No. No. No! Ugh. It just turns into The Shining all of a sudden. Ah! No! Yoshi, stop! Come back! Okay. Let's just go easy on this, man. Let's just chill out. Alright, we're gonna be fine. Alright, there's just a little bit of a party going on right now, that's all. Just a little party. Everybody's there, including that weirdo up there sticking his tongue out, being all like blah blah blah. Which I feel like I've made that face of my cat more off once before. Okay. Alright, you stop. You stop. Yoshi, calm down. Let's make this, Yoshi. Let's make this. Here we go. Here we go. We're okay, dude. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We are gonna be fine. Ah! We're fine. Drop! We're fine. We're still 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 fine. Oh, this is like the best part. If I can hit anybody. Hit. 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 Oh. Oh, yeah. It's a dance party up in here now. Oh, Yoshi! Oh my god! Bye, Yoshi. Oh no. Happy birthday, sorry, just woke up. Oh, don't worry. Now, you want to listen to a heckin' bop. It's like a disco. You want to hear this. Listen to this music for a little bit. I'm just going to let this play. Listen to this music in the background. I love it. So, like, did you just long live the King Yoshi All-Star stuff? Not really. It was honest to God by accident. So, like, when I was a kid, you see the yellow eyes floating and the figure going in the background. So that's Bowser. It's Bowser back there, and that used to actually like freak me out as a kid because I didn't understand that it was supposed to be Bowser. He's over there flying on his clown car, like I was saying earlier. He's, you know, that's how he, the epic battle that I would reenact on my dad's side of the bedroom. He was in that clown car, and, but I couldn't understand for whatever reason that was him. And so I always thought that this, like, floating yellow eyes in the background was, like, super creepy. Look at these moles, they think they are hot shit. Haven't thought about that music in years. Oh man. Jeez. So, like, legit, the other day someone brought up Viridian City, and I was like, oh my god, you mean the Road to Viridian City? Like the song from the Pokemon album? And I had to look it up on YouTube, and that song is such a jam. It's such a jam, man. It's so good. On the road to Viridian City, meet my friends along the way. It was like, ugh. I actually had to be like, okay, I have to stop listening to this now. I have things I have to do. But it was, there's so many really awesome songs on that album. And it's like, man, why can't we do things like this anymore? I mean, I know that Pokemon in general tends to have pretty good music. Like, I know the Johto theme is pretty good. Pokemon Johto, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Whoa, that was close. But like, oh man, it's so banging. It's so good. Gotta be the one. And the dude gets really into it. We'll keep on trying, and then we'll try some more. Stay together, find a place worth fighting for. I'm on the road. It's so good. Meet my friends along the way, on the road to Viridian City. Shoot, we're gonna have a... I was gonna say we're gonna have a dance party here as soon as I get out of this, but the truth is, probably can't make that happen because of YouTube and their stuff, but yeah, banging. You know, it slaps. Has nobody ever heard bangin' as a term for, like, music that's really good? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Happy birthday, madam. I just learned about you and you're really awesome. I wish you many more years to come. Thank you to Kata Curtis. Thank you so much. It's midnight. I should go to sleep at the stream. Well, I got nothing important going tomorrow. You know, if you... Oh my gosh. No. If you've got, like, things y'all have got to do tomorrow, you know, don't, like, pause your lives on my account. This will be up on the channel, when the stream is over, and, you'll be able to catch all the good vibes. Like me singing Road to Viridian City. And stuff like that. It's all good time. It'll all be there. Oh jeez. 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 Oh, go away. Go away. Ah. Okay. Gonna have to take some time to really process what's going on here. There's a lot of things going on. Oh jeez. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. Ah. Stop that! You stop that nonsense! You stop this right now! Get over here, Charge and Chuck. Come on. You quit playing this game with me. Good grief. I should make a highlight of this. You should make a highlight of all the times I go, eee! And make dumb, ridiculous noises. It's 1:11 a.m., but like I just opened a fresh can of Dr. Pepper and I'm enjoying the stream too much. Man, there were a lot of great... What else was on that album? Did you become a knight who's his knee for a second? I did. And I actually, confession, I know what that's from, but I haven't actually seen it. I think I saw it. My love and I tried to watch it on a night where we had gotten like a ton of food on a hot day, and we like fell asleep while watching it accidentally. But I know what you are referencing. Whoa. Bats could just chill out, please. I hear today was someone's birthday. Hey! What's up, Nick? Today was someone's birthday. I don't know who, though. Some weirdo. Some person who totally didn't spend an ungodly amount of time trying to figure out why she couldn't beat a Mario level, that's for sure. Change that for the love of God. It's perfect. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Oh shoot, this is a bad idea. That's the life I want. Eat a bunch of food and fall asleep with the love of my life. Brave Sir Robin ran away. Bravely ran away. Is that what that's from? I've heard Matt Pat quote that several times in some of his streams. But I've not actually... I didn't actually know that's where it's from. It's Citric Acid's birthday today, too? For the 28th, the 27th. Like, is it actually my, like, do they and I share birthdays, or... That is what that's from. Well, how about that? What GT Live is it that he quotes that from? I feel like it was Joy of Creation. Like one of the early demos for the Joy of Creation. But I could just as easily be wrong on that. I have like a list of the complete GT live streams, like in an account folder on another YouTube account. And like, I've watched them so much. It's just good, wholesome streaming content. Yes, hello, happy birthday, weirdo. Thanks, Nick. Hey, I was thinking about you a lot the other day. Nick, everything good? Everything all good coming from your end? All good and all good and fancy free? I love Matt Pat and his channel. He's so awesome. He is so awesome. I didn't see all of the charity stream, because of course it was like 12 hours, but I saw that they hit a point in their charity stream where he shaved his head. And gotta say, now that he's like grown in the facial hair, shaved head's not a bad look for him. Which I never thought I would say, because I've always believed that Matt Pat had such a glorious head of hair. Sweet. But it's cool that like that was one of the options in charity, and that they were able to like make that happen and stuff. I was actually thinking about that earlier today. I was thinking about like potential goals to hit on a charity stream, you know? And I was trying to shoot. Doing better with my mental health. Christmas is good. Got a new pair of boots, and I love them. New pair of boots is always good. Am I doing this right? I feel like I'm not doing this right all of a sudden. Oh, hi. Away with you. Yeah, don't you blather me. Yeah, I knew you were doing, like... He shaved his head? Is that why I saw him at FBE and was so thrown off? Yeah, he, they hit, like, a top tier point, and so one of the rewards was that he would shave his head on stream. And they hit it, and they hit it. Like, they went beyond it, actually. I think their goal was, like, 500,000, and they ended up hitting, like, over 1 million. But, yeah, that upper tier goal, whatever it was, they surpassed it. So on a recent GT Live, he shaved his head. Which is very cool. I'd be much better at dancing, typing if I didn't have a cat shoving his butt into my face. Ugh, that's the life. I've never related to a message so much. My girl's like that. She's like, I'll just be in this area where all of your notes are. You're working here? Inconvenient for you. It sucks to be you, don't it? That's life in my office with my cat in a nutshell. With one of my cats, anyway. The other one's just like, oh, you're here. I love you. I'm gonna go now. And I love him for that. Because then he just comes in for pets and scritches whenever he needs them. But the girl is just like, no. I'm gonna be here. And you're just gonna have to deal with that. What was the charity event they were raising? I think it was for St. Jude's. Or something like that. And they, like, had a deal set in place with, Scott Cawthon, the guy who created the Five Nights at Freddy's games. Because they were gonna play one of the new variations of the series that's come out recently. Ugh, I can't remember what it's called. It feels like there's a new one every year. But it was, I did it again, man. They basically had gotten this copy from Scott Cawthon and were going to play it on the stream, and they made the agreement that if they hit a certain point in this stream, he would match the donations thus far, which ended up being something like north of $20,000, I believe, and so he matched the 20, so they immediately had 40, and it was just cool. That dude, man, I'll tell you what, say whatever you want to about the Five Nights at Freddy's games, like love him or hate him, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. Swim, my little corgi. Oh, I have a new subscriber. Thank you so much to the new subscriber. To the new subscriber, I am Mariah Todoroki has subscribed. Thank you. You've made my little corgi swim across space, and he is now a happy corgi. Ha 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 ha. But anyway, like, say what you want to about the games. Like, if you love them, if you hate them, if you're annoyed by them, you know, whatever. But man, that's a good dude. He's like, he has been so damn generous with the money that he's made from Five Nights at Freddy's that it's almost like tough to, it's almost like tough to comprehend how generous he has been with it. He likes to go into random streams with a low number of people and just donate thousands of dollars to charity streams or to, like, you know, simple little streams or whatnot. It's so, like, it's just so cool. You should play Five Nights at Freddy's on a live stream. Please, I would still watch it. I don't know. I haven't decided if I wanted to or not. I don't really play scary games very often. The only scary game that I've ever actively put on a wish list and will, honest to God, probably buy and play is Alien Isolation. Assuming that you don't count The Last of Us as, like, a scary game, or, like, a horror genre game or whatever. Believe me, I've thought about it. I just don't know that I have the cojones to do it. Anyway, like, man, guy's just a good dude. Like, it's like he realizes how much he's been kind of blessed, you know, how much he's, like, caught lightning in a bottle, and so he just wants to give back to people who've helped out. So, like, he's notorious for dropping in to, like, streams for water wells for children in Africa and dropping, like, $30,000 and, like, all that type of stuff. And it's like, man, that's the goal right there, right? Like, if I could have... That's why I like Mr. Beast. Yeah, I love Mr. Beast, too. Like, if I had, like, an ultimate end game for this channel in terms of, like, that, I think I would have something not similar to Mr. Beast, but just, like... You know, being able to go to, like, GoFundMe and, like, helping people who've been kicked out of their homes, like, pay for top surgery or something like that. Actually, I'd really like to start up a couple of shelters, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I think it would be so awesome to be able to have, like, LGBT youth shelters funded and, like, they're well-known and maybe, like, done in with, like, the Trevor Project or something like that, so that there's a name for them that's out there or whatever. But, like, shelters for abandoned LGBT youth or, like, that kind of thing. I'd love to do that, and I'd also love to make, like, an Alzheimer's charity in memory of, like, my mom and that kind of thing. But, like, a dream is to be in a position where I can just go to, like, I can go to GoFundMe or something and see someone who's like, I was just kicked out of my home. Like, you know, I came out to my parents. I have whatever bill that I need to pay, or I just need a couple of extra for groceries or whatever, and then just drop, like, you know, $5,000 in their pocket. Like, that's the type of shit that I would really love to do one of these days. That is the kind of, like, kindness and stuff that I aspire to be able to do. Because, like, I love doing what I do now. Like, I realize there's lots of benefits to it and such. But every once in a while, I look at things like a Mr. Beast or whatever, and, like, sometimes it feels like I'm not helping people as much as I could or even, like, should to a degree. But if I had the ability to do it, like, I'd absolutely want to do it. So, and, like, go in and just, like, drop a crap ton of supplies to homeless shelters like Mr. Beast does. Like, that's the type of stuff I would do, too. And, like, you know, I don't know. I feel like there's more to this channel than just audios. I feel like there's, like, there's a power within this community that hasn't been fully tapped into yet. Oh, I need Yoshi to get this. And I have quiet hopes and aspirations to, like, make that happen for reals. Like, to be able to go up to someone and just do that. Or even just, like... Oh my word. There we go. Or even just, like, you know... Walk into a food kitchen and donate a crap ton of food. Or, like, go somewhere and be like, hey, I'm paying for everybody's meal. That's like, in line right now. Like, just make a giant tab and I'm there. Or, like... I'm here, and for the next hour, I'm gonna pay for the meals of everybody who comes in through the drive-thru type stuff. Like, I would absolutely do that. I don't know. But GoFundMes for people who've been kicked out of their homes? Yeah, that's a big one for me. I would love to... I'd love to have, like... Whoa. I'd love to have a well-known shelter that is, like, made and maybe, like, done in hand with another organization. Oh, God. Another organization like the Trevor Project! Oof. So that it's known, so that happens to more kids. Like, they have a place they can go to and stuff. I don't know if that'll ever happen. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like, you know, pessimistic, like, I don't know if I'll ever get there, but that's not what I mean. I mean it more just in a sense of, like, just from the sense of a lack of knowledge. Like, I don't understand how that works right now, so I don't know how it would happen, but it's a hope of mine that it could happen. I've been very fortunate to have my life as it's been, warts included, and to have a kind of nurturing nature, I guess, that I have is... Oh. Kamek, can you come back, please? I kind of need you, bud. Hey, Magic Koopa? Hey, you wanna, like, over here? Thanks, man. And, you know, and I realize that there's plenty of other households where that's not a reality, and even just something as nice as, like, a new pair of pants is really great, or even just, I don't know. I always feel like there's more to be done. That's not even necessarily how I mean it either. That sounds so... I don't know. I think you guys know what I mean, and I'm over-elaborating here, but... I feel like there's a potential for great aid in this channel, and I want that. Like, I want that for people, and... You know. Get in there. Yeah! I 100% know you'll get to that, madam. You'll get to the point with this channel and with your work that you'll be able to donate and support people like that. I have no doubt in my mind. Well, thank you. To be honest, even paying for as little as someone's Starbucks order can help. Whenever my boyfriend pays for my Starbucks. When I've had a bad day, I just feel so grateful. Oh, sorry, let me do that voice first. Mario has defeated Larry Koopa in Castle number 7. All that is left is Bowser's Castle, where Princess Toadstool is being held. Can Mario rescue her and restore peace to Dinosaur Land? I guess we'll find out. I actually used to do that, Nick. I didn't go to Starbucks super often, but whenever I did, if I was able to afford it, I would always pay for the order for the person behind me. with the instruction to the person at the counter to just tell them that I said that I hope they have a wonderful day. And, like, the act itself is okay. The act itself is nice. But there's also something really nice about being able to see the reaction of the teller that you're doing that. You know, because they get, like, this look in their eye that's almost like they believe there's, like, good in humanity again, or something. That's always a nice feeling, too. Those people are just like, yeah, okay, wow, and stuff. Yeah, I always liked trying to do that if I could. Sometimes I couldn't always do it, and to be honest, like, I made it such a thing in my own life that the moments where I couldn't do it, I actually, like, got really upset that I couldn't do it. And then was upset that I needed Starbucks that day. Because I couldn't pay for, you know, the person who was behind me or whatever. Even if you go on the street and donate clothes or food to people on the street or something like that, make a big difference in someone's life. Yeah. I'm not insinuating that the only way that an impact can be made is through, like, the major stuff. But, like, I also really recognized a lot of this in an area in Seattle where, like, where drug addiction was really prevalent, and the handing out of goods to homeless was actually discouraged in a lot of ways. There are a lot of charge and chucks here, because a lot of them would just go off and sell it off for drugs. Like, it became such a problem that you couldn't really do it anywhere. And so, like, if you wanted to give them something, you had to do it without really the police noticing that you were doing it. Which really sucks, but, like, that's honestly kind of an epidemic that's happening in Seattle right now. Is, like, the homeless population there is huge, and it's, like, a borderline crisis. But a lot of that is also perpetrated by the fact that a lot of the homeless just want to stay homeless, because then they'll be able to get drugs that way, and it's, like... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is Bowser behind this door. We're going to the finale, baby. Here's that clown car I was talking about. Mario's just gonna dance for a little bit. I'ma twirl underneath you, Bowser. Show yourself! And here he goes. And I would just do this. I would run back and forth from the bed all the way to the bookshelf on the wall, and then the bed, and all the way in the bookshelf on the wall, and, like, duck my head and stuff. Whoops. Ow. Haha, take that. Let's get cozy. Oh, you didn't burn my cape. Whoa, help! Nah. Also, you see the spines on Bowser's back and how there's a little brown part at the bottom of it? That's like the sort of like cuticle part to the, you know? When I was a kid, I could have sworn that was blood on the back of his shell. Which is like super morbid. For like a 6-year-old to think. But I was all like, oh my gosh, is that blood under his shell and stuff? Like, it just made this battle super intense for me. I will never say that I was not a kid with a hyperactive imagination, because I totally was. Alright, where are you falling now? What are these little fire guys saying? Alright, now the clown car gets mad. And then we got serious issues. He's gonna try and squish me. He's gonna turn me into a Mario sandwich. But he's not gonna make it. No sirree Bob. He thinks he's got me, but I've lured him into my trap. The trap of goodness, of whoops. Of saying whoops. And of determination. And the ability to win games. Because it's not your time, Bowser. 2020 is my time. Yeah, baby! Mario's adventure is over. Mario, the princess, Yoshi, and his friends are going to take a vacation. Kind of earned it at this point. Oh, the heart. Oh, the love. It's like the love I have for you people. Yeah, and that's Super Mario World. That's a fast run through of Super Mario World. It's definitely not all the secrets in the game. But, you know, doesn't hurt. Anyway, I was talking about goals and stuff, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, endgame situation, and I've, like, forgotten what I've talked about. But, you know, just some goals and thoughts about the channel in the future. I've not, like, dissected everything in full, but, I've definitely thought about it, and, you know, where this channel can go and such. Oh wow, that's like right at 2 hours. Oh, that's super comfortable. I actually wondered if I didn't need to, like, actually boot up another game just to have something going to make it like 2 hours, but I guess if it works, we good. We good, man. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Man. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at all those baby Yoshis. You're so cute. I love them all so much. I want a plushie of a baby Yoshi so badly. Oh, Bum, Spiny, Paragon. Man, this is back in the days too when they used to just like introduce all of these characters, and it was so cool because like when I was growing up, you had to learn who all these characters were by looking at the guide that you would get in games, and they don't get that anymore. And I remember like just for hours poring over guides and booklets and stuff, and like trying to memorize all these characters' names and stuff. And like you don't really get that a lot with games anymore, and it's sort of a bummer for someone like me. Like I have a kind of dirty little secret in that I love strategy guides. I don't necessarily like using strategy guides. I just like them because I love how detailed they are and how much effort is put into like you know, to just be able to like the detail and the effort that's put into these types of games, and how much it takes to just like make a damn game is like so I just like being able to have that and have that appreciation for the people who've worked on it and such. I have so many Zelda guides, it's insane. And like, you know, it makes me think of those days of reading through booklets and looking at all the baddies and such. Man, back in the day. I remember doing that too. I did it as a young child. I love reading through the manuals that came in games. I'd always spend hours reading the manuals. Ah, those were the good old days. No kidding. Alright, say that with me, everybody. Roy Koopa, Window Koopa, Larry Koopa, Ludwig von Koopa, Iggy Koopa, Lebbe Koopa, Morton Koopa Jr., Bowser, and the end. Ugh, and that's it. That's Super Mario World. That's Super Mario World. Hey, it's the first time in a while that I've beaten a game on streams. It is the first time in a while that I have beaten a game on stream. Uh, yeah. So anyway, um, goodness, let's see, what time is it? 7:40. And it's but it's that time of night for you guys. Okay. So I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun, especially since it's like a game that I actually was able to finish. And man, I'm like really tempted to just like keep playing something else, but I also realized what time it is back in the States, and especially like for me and such. So here's what we gonna do. Start and select won't do anything. You gotta actually like go into the menu. Okay, you got it. So here's what we gonna do. This is maybe not the final stream for 2019. I would actually like to do more. But at this moment, I don't have anything immediately planned. I want to keep watching. Sleep can wait. It's fine. Stream. Not even 11. It's only 2. Fuck, I don't know. Do you guys want more? Like, I don't have any obligations. Like, I'm just here hanging out, having fun with you guys. So, like, if you want to stick around and keep watching for a little while longer, I can, like, boot up Star Fox or something, and we can just have a good time. Like, what do you guys think? I'm totally fine doing that. I've got, like, water here. I've got, some good hydration station, what have yous, ready to go. So, it's Friday, Saturday, don't have to work, winter break. Yeah, that's true. Yes. Let's do Mario Kart. Up to you. Look, unplanned things are better. It's after Christmas and before New Year's. Nobody has to do anything. Did someone say Star Fox? Someone did say Star Fox. 7:42 a.m. here is up to you, but I always love to listen to you, man. Nerd. How dare you? How dare you, Nick? How dare you, Nick? How dare you? You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? Here. You know what? 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 I do not settle for Star Fox slander in this house. That didn't take much convincing on my part now, did it? How dare you? How dare you? I will fight for Star Fox's honor in this game. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Listen, I am also a nerd. This is one of the mightily significant games of my childhood. Nick, don't make me play through all 3 stages. because I will. And I just hit through that accidentally, my bad. You're part of the Star Fox team. You're gonna go fight the baddies that are coming out of Venom. You're on Corneria, you're making your way to Venom, that's kind of all you need to know. And this shit was unbelievable in 1993. Unbelievable. Like, these are mind-blowing graphics in 1993. And now these are like simple stage type stuff. Like, this is the setup kind of stuff they do. This is not the controls that I wanted, but that's okay. Like, all the real ones had Star Fox when I was a kid. And this is also gonna make it, like, next to impossible for me to check the chat, so everybody be good in there, please. Be patient with me. And back in this game, unlike in Star Fox 64 where you have the Great Fox following you around everywhere, in this game, when Peppy and Slippy and Toad died, they died. There was no, like, I gotta go back to recover and all this nonsense. They was dead. They was straight up dead. And, like, there was a screen with, like, snow on it and everything. And it was, like, steaks and shit. It was good stuff. I also have really good memories of this game because, like, my mom was super into it. Which was not like my mom for a lot of games on the Super Nintendo. Mom was very much... Whoops. Mom was very much a Tetris Dr. Mario kind of person. So the fact that she even played Star Fox was just, like, incredible. But she... Oof, these inverted controls are gonna rough me up a little bit. She used to actually try and play this one, and just thought that the graphics were just so cool. And, I mean, they were for back then. Like I said, this is, like, basic model stuff now, but for that back then, I mean, this was the game. This was complete graphics, you know? This was, like... Ugh. And, you know, this kind of helped pave the way for how games look like now. And this, like, ran the gamut on the Super Nintendo back in the day, too. Like, man, the power that they had to take out of the SNES to make this game is just unreal. Alright, open up, buddy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh yeah. I can make this in After Effects in an hour. This needed the FX chips in the cartridge so that it could run. Yep, sure did. In fact, that was a big selling point for the game back in the day too. Was that it needed the FX chip. The FX chip inside the cartridge of your game and all this stuff. That was such a huge deal. Alright. Andross's forces intend to build a base in this area. Destroy their rock crusher.
Good luck.
Good luck. Alright. Actually, now I'm realizing why I'm having so much fumbling trouble with I just played a game with regular controls, and now I have inverted controls. That's why I keep bumping my R-Wing down into places that I need to bump it into. There we go. Just got to get used to it a little bit here. See, I have like long-standing memories of this game with my siblings and stuff too. We played the crap out of this. Definitely one of my older siblings was like super into space, and NASA and stuff. This game is like right up her alley, and we would just play this for hours and hours and hours. She'd go and she'd beat it, and then I'd come in and go as far as I could. And I remember I went on the 3rd route for the first time, and I made it to Macbeth, and I was like freaking out because I'd never gotten as far as that before, and I was so excited, but I was freaking out so much that I had to leave the game. And so I left the game, and I left it running with the intent on coming back to it, and then my parents came home from a party, and my mom turned the game off. And it wasn't until a couple of months ago, actually, that I actually went back to it and ended up beating it on the 3rd run for the first time. It's pretty fulfilling feeling, I suppose, but definitely one of those like, Mom, what were you thinking? kind of moments too. And there's all sorts of secrets in this game too. Like in this particular level, there's like a black hole that you can get into and stuff. There's an alternate dimension that you can actually get lost in, and like you can't find your way out. Like the only way to get yourself out is to restart the game. And like all that really like cryptic stuff that's just so good. Man, there was always a sense of like Nintendo used to be really good. Well, I mean they're still good at that, but like they were really good at creating an atmosphere that also was just like, if I shoot the crap out of that, I'll fall into like a black hole or something. At like making things very subtle that were also unbelievably terrifying. And like the idea that you're just stuck in this area and you can't get yourself out is just like, oof. It's crazy. Go to the alternate dimension. I'll beat Andros on this run through, and then I'll come back through again, and we'll go to the alternate dimension. How about that? Rock Crusher! Ain't crushing no rocks no more, yeah! Woohoo! Yes, sir. Do it. Keep hitting. Ship's check-in. %? Inadequate. And then we go off into hyperspace to go into the next area. Oh! It's beautiful. Am I allowed to draw your character? Of course you are. Like fan art and stuff? Go for it. So now keep in mind that we just went into like hyperspace to get into the Space Armada level. So just watch how this next one starts. The Space Armada consists of powerful battleships. Destroy their energy cores.
Good luck.
Oh, it's so good. You break out of hyperspace and the music just starts. Oh, it's so great. It was one of my favorite, like, dramatic moments in this entire game. So good. Did you finish Star Fox 2? So, you know, I've not actually tried to play Star Fox 2 yet. I've watched tons and tons of video of it, because I had only heard of the legends, before it actually became a thing that you could, like, play on the SNES Mini and stuff. And I'm a little nervous to try and play it because it looks a lot like Star Fox Armada, and I couldn't do Armada. It looks like there's a bunch of, like, strategy and planning and such into it. And so I'm like, I don't know. I'm a little nervous to try it out because it looks like it's a little confusing. Take the hits, take the hits, take the hits, take the hits! I'll follow you in. Alright, follow me in, bud. Can we make and send you fan art? Is there a way we can send you fan art? Oh yeah, you can send me fan art. You can send it to my email, madamwigglesworth@gmail.com. You can send it through my Discord, of which there is a link, which one of my reliable mods will throw up there. And, yeah, man. I absolutely love getting fan art. It kind of makes me sad when people are like, can I send you a fan art? Because I love receiving it. It's like one of those crazy things that, God, it's like one of those crazy things that I always wondered how it would be if it ever happened to me, and now that it's happened to me, it's a little bit surreal. I want to be inside the cockpit, please. Thank you. 'Cause, like, that feels like you made it, you know? Like when people want to draw fan art of you. So it's a very flattering compliment to me. Yes, please. Do not hesitate to send me fan art. I absolutely love it. It makes me so happy. Not able to look at the chat right now, but I think somebody said something about a P.O. box. I do not currently have one because the VAT system in Iceland sucks. And if you do not know what a VAT is, it's basically their import tax system. So the short of it is basically what you send me, I have to pay for in a tax, in an import tax. So, like, I can't just get you know, like in the States, you just send me something and I just pick it up and whatnot. Here, if you send me something, I have to pay something for it to be sent here. And the amount that I would have to pay varies depending on, like, what's in the package and stuff. So, I don't have a P.O. box out here, because I don't think I could make a P.O. box financially work with the different options that could be available in terms of what people might try and send my way. And I don't want to, have a P.O. box that's just exclusive to certain people, because I don't think that's fair. So nothing yet, but believe me, I would definitely like to have one. Enough people have been inquiring about it lately that I would like to be able to have one in place. And enough people are inquiring about it that I actually hope that means that, I hope that means that people will actually, send me things this time. So I had a P.O. box for about a year, and I didn't get as much as people were telling me they were gonna, like, you know, I didn't get as much as people claimed they were going to send me, so, you know, it's not that I'm harping on people for not sending me gifts, it's that it feels like a waste of money at that point, you know? Because, you know, it's expensive to keep and maintain a P.O. box, so. Do you have something like Amazon there? If we do, I'm unaware of it. I know that Cardlin has something that he uses that he's recently introduced me and Sam to. But, like, I don't know how it works necessarily. Whoa. So I'd have to do more, like, research into that. And I think it's an option that I could actually use. I just don't know yet. But stay tuned, I guess, is the best thing I can say with regards to a P.O. box. You want to make a New Year's Eve video? I have made a New Year's Eve video, as a matter of fact. I'd like to point out that someone is streaming from Iceland and people are watching live from the USA and other places. The internet can be cool sometimes. Yeah, that is cool, isn't it? Believe me, I have those moments too. This boss is finicky. No, go down, go down. Oh, I'm gonna lose one of my wings if I'm not careful. Alright, and then he's gonna come over here. And then he goes over here. And we kick his butt. Yeah, there we go. country shucks. It's a small country, man. It's an island on the top of the world. It is what it is, you know? I'm a little late, but happy birthday. Thank you, Logan Smith. Appreciate it. 100%, that's more like it. What time is it where you are? It is just after 7 a.m. We're headed towards a meteor. The battle-based meteor. Be sure to use your retros if you're going too fast. Be careful with my R-wings.
Good luck.
Madam, you need to move to Mexico. We get most of your benefits, but very cheap to live in. So you've told me on multiple occasions. Look, I'm here with my love, alright? Like, it's not like I'm here for kicks and giggles. Like, I'm here for a reason. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, I hate this part. Yeah. And the nice part about this too is that how they've created this setting is by having like parts of the asteroid appeared out of nowhere like that, right? But like an old game secret, like a game building secret, is in a way to allow them to reduce the lag by the amount of items they have on screen, is they make that stuff appear so that it has like load time. A game that very famously used this method actually was Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill. And in it, you're walking around this area that's just surrounded by fog, and these buildings would just appear like out of the mist. And what they would use is they basically just use that as their standard for like, you know, the atmosphere in the game and help build up the creepiness factor and such. But what it really did was it actually helped them maintain the proper frame rate for the game so that it could run accurately. And that it would have, like, you know, a very smooth moving junction and such. Oh god! Yeah, that was very famously done with Silent Hill, and, you know, as games progressively got older, or newer, rather, they found ways to kind of work around that and tweak around that and stuff, which I only just recently heard about that. I've never actually played the Silent Hill games. I'd never heard of that, but I thought that was just freaking genius. And it's really cool to hear about how, like, game studios would work with the limitations and like, work them to their advantage. Because really that's all it does. Is it's an inconvenience as far as, like, setting up a world and stuff. But if you have a world that's loaded with fog, like, then really you can just do with it whatever you want to do. And this is the dancing insector. He's a big old spider guy. He's kind of dopey looking. Although he's not as dopey looking as my favorite boss in this entire game, which I'm not going to get to in this run. I love him so much. He's so weird. It's, the Monarch Dodora from Fortuna is, he has, like, the derpiest music, and he just bounces around with his mouth. He's like, hey! As he's going around everywhere, and I love him to pieces. He's so dumb. He's like, got this big dumb open mouth and these big dumb, like, eyes, and, and he has, the derpiest music in the world, and he just bounces everywhere, and he's so, like, happy. Like, he's happy to be evil or something? I don't know. I was always very charmed by him, you know, whenever I actually had the chance to fight him. He also is he's a bit of a bitch, too. But, you know, when aren't they on the third arc? He's a dinosaur. Fortuna's a dinosaur level. Or at least, well, Fortuna's actually, like, it's a, okay, so going back to limitations in games and how they use them to their advantage, Fortuna is a world that has 3 different stages. You go through land, and then you go through water, and then you go through, like, a swamp. But, like, you know, like muddy lands and stuff like that. So what they did to make this work was... Oh, shooting star. They matted the color of the ground, whatever they wanted it to be, so green, blue, and brown, and then accommodated the creatures for that particular area, and like that's just how they made it work. But the impression that you get going through it is that you're moving from land to sea to swamp, and it's just smart. It's just such a smart use of space and like the limitations of your technology and stuff like that. And plus, for this time, Venom the final goal. Andros is hiding on Venom. Fox, you must find his core brain and destroy it. Good luck. Like back in these days, you know, like games are really expensive in general. Like especially when, for a lot of families, and especially my family too, like low-income families and such, like you got a new game every Christmas. You didn't have one like whenever you wanted to that you could download from the Nintendo shop on your Switch, you know. So these were a little bit of a novelty in the sense that they were kind of like the only ones you had. So you could just spend time after time just looking through these games and finding all their little secrets and stuff. And for this one, it was just spending time and time like marveling over these 3D graphics and being lost in the worlds that they presented to you with the most basic features that they had available to present to you. So you could buy, you know, you could buy going onto an island that was land and then water and then swamp just purely by the change in color on the ground. You know, that wasn't hard to ask of the viewer at all. And really, at how tough these games can be for newer audiences. I mean, like I said, these games were all you had, so it wasn't that much to ask of the gamer to like spend time playing the game and discover all the secrets and stuff. That's why so many people are good at like Mario 2 or the original Mario Brothers or games like that. Like that's all you had, you know? And a lot of games up until The Legend of Zelda didn't even have a save feature in it. So, you know, if you wanted to play these games, not only did these games have to be entertaining, they had to be at least 6 to 8 levels, they had to be playable in one sitting, and they had to be enjoyable to play. That's the other thing, too. And it's just, how Nintendo was able to work around all this stuff is just so cool. So there's a lot of things in consideration with video games you have to remember. Like, I can play a lot of older Nintendo titles, but I have trouble with older, like, PlayStation titles. A, because we didn't have a PlayStation when I was growing up. But B, because, like, they're doing so many remakes of these games now, it's like, you know, why do you want to... you know... Why do I want to play Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation when I could play it on Steam, you know, in its HD remake, or the original Resident Evil, or the recently announced Resident Evil 3? Like, have you heard of Bayonetta? I have heard of Bayonetta. I've not played it, but I have heard of it. So here you are on Venom, and like here's a fine example here. Like you see the shade, the color of the ground, and whoops. And then, like, you have the background that presents this idea of, like, this, like, industrialized planet, or, like, this polluted planet. And that's all you needed. You just needed the right kind of color tone, and, like, that was it. It didn't really get much more complicated than that. Your imagination just sort of, you know, took care of everything else. And that's pretty much what they asked of gamers back then. It wasn't that much to ask. I mean... If you're a little kid with a big imagination, this was actually pretty easy to think of. Also, I hate these doors. I hate them. Oh god. It's also kind of funny that I've decided to pick up Final Fantasy VII and play it in its original form. I know Recon, Chris, you pointed out that I have it. Yeah, I actually just bought that the other day. And the reason I'm okay with, like, buying that and trying to play through it is because, A, that's a game I remember wanting to play when I was younger and didn't have the chance to play it. Like I said, we didn't have a PlayStation. But also because I've played part of it on a PSP, and I have a hard time playing handheld games. I've not really beaten a whole lot of them, and so I wanted to experience it on an actual console, even if it wasn't the original console. So I will endeavor to try and play through Final Fantasy VII for myself and beat it prior to the release of the game, the remake or whatever. HD remake, or the reselling, or the reprinting, or the whatever. And I realize there's comments going by in chat. You'll have to forgive me. I can't really acknowledge them at the moment because there's too much going on. I gotta pay attention to what's happening. Resident Evil 7 is fantastic. Emily left. See you later, Emily. You should play it on stream. I love it so much. I'd love to watch you play it. What is that exactly? You would love to watch me play what? One game that I will be getting to and that I will be playing on stream for the first time is Undertale. I actually just bought that the other day. At some point this year, we'll be streaming Undertale and watching me go through my first experience with that. I've heard only good things about it. Final Fantasy 13 is my favorite by a long shot. Oh, I should play Bayonetta on stream? I don't know, maybe. The thing with playing games on, like, streaming is that streaming's tricky. And so if you're not playing a game that you actually enjoy or that you want to enjoy, it can get, like, really frustrating. And, like, I don't want to do that to myself or to the audience. So I'd have to look into it a little bit more and see what I think about it, but... If you are not spoiled on plot, which might be a miracle, play through blind. It's so good. 6 is really good. Got that on PC, but I got like 3 years later Discord. 6 is really good. Undertale. Fox, you are indeed a worthy foe. Alright, now going back into this, but your foolish efforts are futile. So that's Andros. That's the main baddie of this game, right? His creation was revolutionary at the time, but probably not for the reasons that you think that it is. Because you see him as this, like, monkey dude, and so you think you're going to be fighting a monkey dude, right? But in reality, they did a lot of testing for this guy. Let's introduce him. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is that's my favorite theme in the such a great final boss. Oh, I love it. So yes, Andros, who you just saw as an ape, is a giant face in this game. The reason he's a giant face is because they were playing around with construction graphics, i.e. the framing of a face, the different elements of a face that they would need to make work, and decided that it looked so good. And really, for 1992, this looked phenomenal, that they were going to keep it in the game and have it be Andros's, like, his primary frame. Not just for the fact that they, you know, were showing off, but also because it helps create a lot of mystery for Andros. Like, what is he? You know, what is this whole deal that's going on? And then he breaks apart, and he's like this cube? What is this? But because I have these plasma blasters, no problem. Hell yeah! Good times, folks. Good times. Anyway, I've somehow managed to be completely free of spoilers when it comes to Undertale. I'm completely free of spoilers when it comes to Undertale. And I'm not really spoiler free when it comes to Final Fantasy VII, and I'm definitely not spoiler free when it comes to Resident Evil. But I don't know. I have ideas. I have ideas as to like what games I could go into 2020 having played. Undertale is definitely for sure. I have to decide if I really want to like try and do air quote scary games or not. So like Alien Isolation, of course, and like any Resident Evil game or something like that. Because those aren't games that I normally play, but like I bought Resident Evil 2 like a couple of days ago as a birthday gift to me. And I don't know, I'll think about it.
Cornelia. This is Cornelia. Pepper speaking. Congratulations on a job well done. Roger. I'm heading back to Cornelia.
Oh yeah, this game had voice acting too. That was absolutely unbelievable for back in the day. The Super Nintendo hadn't had anything like that. Like, you're giving me all these premier graphics and this incredible FX chip, and now there's voice acting too? Ugh. Unbelievable type stuff. Fatal Frames. Yeah, I've heard of Fatal Frame. I'm curious what you do when you're scared. I swear a lot. I swear a lot, and then I get horrible aim. Go check out my go check out my Last of Us playthrough if you want to see how horrible I am at aiming, and then consider if you want to watch me play, like, you know, any game that requires aiming with a gun in it. You might change your mind really quick. Are you so good at gaming? I'm impressed. Really good at this game. Nice job. Oh, thank you. So good at this game. Thank you so much. I've been playing this game since it came out. This is an old favorite of mine. And Chorus 3 is really hard. It lives up to the billing. Let's see, 240. So here's what I think I'm going to do. Okay, here's what I think I'm gonna do. Man, I'm playing horror games. It's just that I won't hesitate to pitch. Fine. Probably. To be fair, in your last playthrough, you did become the ultimate badass by punching out a clicker. Yeah, were you the one that called that out? Because I have this vague memory of, like, I don't have the memory of doing that, but I have this vague memory of someone saying to me, like, are we just like, gonna ignore that she punched the shit out of a clicker and won? Or something like that. I think that was you, Chris. I'll think about it. Madam, it's not what you think. Don't hesitate, bitch. It's true. It's true. I'll warn you if I do anything like that. I'm terrible with these types of games because I don't play them ever. And so, like, it's you know, I never play these types of games, and so my aim is always terrible, and my attempts to, like, defend myself are always crap. And definitely frustrating to some degree, but people seem to really, really have loved The Last of Us, my playthrough of it. And, like, okay, so we're gonna cut out of this real quick because these are just the credits. And we're gonna reset the game. And we're gonna go check out the, black hole and stuff. Because I feel like it. You'll have to be okay with me being terrible. Is basically what I'm getting at here. You will have to be okay with me being terrible. These aren't the types of games that I play very often, and it's just, it can get rough at times, especially when my heart starts beating fast and such. We'll see. The game is really short. Well, that course is really short. Doesn't matter how good you are at aiming, Alien Isolation is just hide or die. That's true. You know what's also hide or die? Outlast. So, be careful how you say that. I suppose part 2 comes out late spring of 2020? I don't know. Max, can you confirm that? You'd actually probably know that date better than I would. I'm working to try and keep myself as unspoiled for Last of Us 2 as I possibly can. Whoa! So, I have no clue what a possible release date is for it. May 2020. Oh, trust me, I'm okay with you being terrible. Well, you say that now. You say that now. I will say, I own, but I have not played any of the FNAF games because I just get so much entertainment value out of them through, like, Markiplier and... oh goodness, Markiplier and Daco and, of course, the GT Live team and, you know, all that type of stuff. I get such great entertainment value out of them that, like, I might as well have owned them, you know, so... I do own them. I think I own up to Sister Location? Question mark? But I've not played them. I don't know if I want to. I'm such a wuss. How did I ever play The Last of Us? I'm such a wuss. May 29th, okay. So there's something, I guess. Okay, so we have to go through this. We have to go through Corneria again in order to get to where we needed to go. Gotta say, I didn't much like Outlast. As much as I like horror, a bit too much on the gore side for me. I both gotten up to the shock value of it as well as grossed out by the situations. No hate for the game itself, just not my thing. No, I totally understand that. I'm not... See, like, here's the thing. I like psychological horror. I don't like gratuitous violence. Like, I threw Outlast out there mostly because I know it's a popular, like, horror game. And, like, I enjoy watching Markiplier play Outlast, and I enjoy the FBE playthrough of Outlast. But, like, it's not a game that I would play, and it's purely because of the amount of gore that's in it. And it's just like, man, you don't need to show me, like, intestines everywhere to make something scary to me. Like, it's just... it's not my thing, so I totally get it. Point in Alien Isolation is no matter how good you are, you still need to hide. It's terrifying. There's that at least. Should play Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning. What was that? Like, generally terrifying. You also need to hear good. I also heard that there's some sort of feature where the game can pick up on your microphone. I thought that would be kind of interesting to have on a stream. Andross's forces into the... Yeah, we know.
Good luck.
Like, I remember seeing all the stuff for Outlast 2 and just being like, man, I don't care. Like, I'm just, like, this just looks weird to me. Oh, my goodness, excuse me. Just belch right in the microphone. And it just looks gratuitous, and this just is not my bag. This isn't what I like, you know? And then I eventually watched Markiplier play it, and I was like, what the hell is this game? It's just weird. And so I basically just decided that I'm pretty sure. And even Whistleblower, too. Oh, man. Oh, Whistleblower's disgusting. It's way worse, I feel like, than the first game in terms of gore. There's definitely parts of it that are, like, entertaining as far as how scary they are, but that's like watching other people do it. That's not something that I actually want to play. I had it on a list of games for patrons to vote for me to play for in October, and it almost won, and I really regret having it on there because I just would have been miserable the entire time. It's just not the type of game that I want to play. Okay, so coming up here pretty soon. Shoot, I just missed that. Well, that's okay. Is the thing I need. Hoi! And hoi! And hoi! Oops. Okay. And then there's this creepy AF stone down here, right? But you attack it, and you're caught in a black hole. And now, you're in the black hole that's in the middle of the map. Let's see here. Really, that's horrible. You have to play Minish Cap. I love Minish Cap. I would be absolutely happy with saying that. With playing that. Doki Doki Literature Club, if you like psychological... I've watched playthroughs of Doki Doki. I don't know if it would have the same impact if I know what's going on. Adam, shut up, be quiet, the alien will hear us. Me screaming the lyrics of Heaven is a Place on Earth. That last wasn't even scary for me, it was just ew. Yeah. Have you ever played Northbury Grove? I have not, no. Okay, so now we're here in this black hole, right? This black hole serves a very specific purpose. It's basically a warping point to allow you to get to other places inside the game. The awesome black hole. This space graveyard, created by Andross's experiments, is where your father vanished, Fox. Yep.
Good luck.
And so it's just nothing but this really trippy background and, like, basically space garbage of all of Andross's creations. Anyway, I feel like Doki Doki would be a better game to play if I didn't know what was going on. But that's okay. I will always be in love with the GT Live playthrough of it. It was truly, truly one of the best things I've ever had the privilege of sitting down and watching. It was truly a trip. Anyway, there's warp point number 1 that takes you down to a path further in course number 1. And we have, coming up here soon, there's the ring for course number 2 that will take you to a place inside of the second path. then there's the third one, which takes you down the third path. We're gonna go through here. And then just throws you straight into Venom. See, it just takes you to different places here. Are you interested in playing Fire Emblem 7? I've never played a Fire Emblem game, so I cannot say for sure. Play Bendy and the Ink Machine? I have also seen a playthrough of Bendy and the Ink Machine, but I'm fascinated by it. Maybe. And yeah, that's basically what the black hole does. Now, that said... Oh. No. There we go. We're going to reset it one more time. And I'm going to show you the path that takes you into the area between dimensions. But this means that we're going to have to go through Corneria one more time. And I believe you only get it through course 3? Let me actually double check this really quick. Just so I'm certain, because, you know, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, give me a break, game. Fire Emblem is not for novice strategists. Fire Emblem games tend to be full of unfair ambushes. That's what I've heard. I'm pretty sure that Fire Emblem is a game that I will never stream. I think it's this path. I think it's this path. I think. I think. Fox is just sitting there, like, giving me this look. Sorry I can't stay for the whole stream. I don't feel well, so I'm gonna go to bed. Hope you had a good birthday. Enjoy the rest of your star foxing. Thank you, Jizu. And thanks for tuning in. You sleep well, okay? Hope you feel better. I am... Okay, fine. You're gonna be click-clacking on the keyboard back here. Alright, man, I'm gonna go to bed now. Let's hang out with you. Happy birthday. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Sleep well. It's my birthday today, too. Your birthday is probably the 28th. Mine is the 27th, but happy birthday, all the same. I just... Look, I freaking just wanna... I just wanna make sure. Because I don't want to start a whole shindig and then have it be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's the third route. I just want to make sure that I'm right. It is 3. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is Route 1. This is Route 2. That is Route 3. We're going to go check out one of the major nightmare levels. Doesn't that sound exciting? We're gonna go check one of those out right now. You've chosen course 3, a good choice to take Venom by surprise. Yep. Heading to bed now, too. Thanks for the stream, though. It was fun. I loved all the interesting facts. Happy birthday, madam, and have a good night. Rockin' Robin 93, thank you for tuning in. You have a good night, too, alright? Appreciate it. Incoming enemy fighters. Prepare for launch. I will prepare for lunch. In however many hours. Oh, launch! Oh, okay. Prepare for launch. Gotcha. Alright, anyway. Let's go. So, Route 3 is indicative by the sunset that's now happening in Corneria here, right? Like, ooh boy. Uh-oh. Talk about the switch drift. I was just hitting the button several times and no blasters were coming out. Oh, this is the perfect time to have the switch drift. To have the Joy-Con failure happen. But that basically just lets you know that, like, ish gets real when you go down this route, you know? Because if you're willing to go down the one that has the fiery sunset, and clearly you're willing to, like... Ooh, too late. Clearly you're willing to, like, take charge of whatever fresh hell is... Oh, that's Peppy. I'm sorry, Peppy. And, like, the thing is, there is a radically significant, like, raise in difficulty between Course 2 and Course 3. And it's kind of insane, if I'm being perfectly honest. I probably could have, if I really wanted to, I probably could have played both Course 2 and Course 3, like, tonight, but I also didn't realize how exactly I was going to be playing through Mario either. I didn't exactly plan this, I just had it as sort of a contingency, just in the off chance, but... There's going to be just more baddies, and I think the speed picks up a little bit in general in the game as well. Whoops. But, like, man, I couldn't beat this route for years. This was one of the first, like, classic rage games for me, trying to get down this path. Because, you know, you, like, hype yourself up and you play the other levels for so long. And then you're like, okay, this time I'm going to do it. I'm going to get past this third area. And then you don't do it, or you don't get very far, or whatever, and it just drives you crazy. And it's weird and it sucks, but like that's just part of growing up in gaming, I guess. Puppets used for this were creepy and dope. Yeah, man, they had like puppets advertised in this game too. Oh man, I remember I used to dress up like Fox McCloud. True story. I had a jacket that was similar, and I had pants that were similar, and I'm like, yep, this is happening. Pretend like I was going on great space missions across Corneria, and like, I think I had a poster in my room? Question mark? It was definitely a Star Fox branded poster that I saw somewhere, and if it was mine or if it was in the booklet, I don't recall. Probably more likely that it was in the booklet, but man, the obsession I had with this game was completely real. Now check it out, Falco went ahead and he already beat this boss. This is the boss that we're familiar with, right? So, now we have this dude, because we're in Route 3. And he's just more of a pain in the butt than he is anything else. He's just, you know, he just shoot things at you. Like most of these other guys do. Although, evidently, it's not that bad, as I'm not having a ton of problems here. Well, except for then, I guess, but... yeah, I have to get all 3 of them in the one sitting, or else they all come back. And they're firing these plasma lasers at you, and... ugh, man. No, I want to get you first. I couldn't get you last time. I want to get you first. Dang it. Falco is the SNES Rivali. No, falco is just what every Japanese iteration of a bird has ever been. That's just how birds are in Japanese culture. So they're always going to be that way. Falco will be like Rivali, will be like Falco, will be like whatever next, bird character comes around. That's actually why the Star Fox characters are who they are. There's a whole documentary about it, I think. Miyamoto talked about the inspiration for the Star Fox characters came through statues that he found at a temple. And in Japanese lore, the bird is always kind of like a mischievous, it's basically like an asshole. and so that plays in well to how they have Falco, of course, and how they have Rivali, of course. Alright, so here's the dealio. You go into the asteroid belt here, right? And use the LRR button to do a barrel roll out of the enemy battleship. You can do it, Fox. Well, we're not going to the enemy battleship. We're going to be going into much creepier places because I said so. It's my stream. So there's a particular point that we need to get to. And it's maybe midway through the level, I think. And in a lot of ways, it's very hard to miss. But, there's so many, theories and, fan lore behind this area that I'm getting ready to show you. It's just very, very strange. I'm pretty sure this is not it. That is not it. There we go. And there's this beautiful, space birdie that's just out there, right? And you're like, holy cow, there's a space birdie. What the hell is this? But then he's gonna come and fly at you. And when you go and fly at him... Wait. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Come on. I didn't do all this for you to ignore me, bird. There we go. And now you're taken to this area. It is completely off the map. There is no course to get there. And as you can see, there is no course to leave. One way in, no way out. Come in, our wings. Fox, where are you? We need you to protect Corneria. Ready for a trip, everyone?
Good luck.
Welcome to Out of This World. Out of this dimension, rather. And your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. The background is moving in different directions and is actually forcing the background of the game in general to move. So the only thing you have to shoot out here that you can find are these paper-looking things. Those are the only thing you have to shoot. Because the world just rotates. And now comes your enemy. And if you're thinking to yourself, is that a slot machine in space? You would be right. Your boss is a slot machine. Ooh, 2 watermelons. Alright, can we solidify one of these? Alright, well. Let's go ahead and roll her again. Now, here's a really fun fact about this game. Hey, I won! Coins! Nom, 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 nom. When they were originally working with 3D models, they came up with this design. Something that they were actually able to, like, work with. And it was a slot machine. And they were able to get the stick animated to make it work, and they were able to get the graphics inside of this bar here to work and such. And they decided that they could make a game around all of this. So they were like, holy cow. If we can design a slot machine, who's to say that we can't actually design a game? So, friends, what you see before you? This slot machine? This slot machine is the reason why Star Fox exists. And because they made it, they decided to put it in this area. This kind of Easter eggy kind of area. Uh-oh. So all of this work towards developing this game, creating this game, and the ideas behind the design and everything in between, and they were like, you know what would be really funny? Is if we made a slot machine a boss. And so they did. Because they have this design, this whole unique setup or whatever, they decided we still have to put it somewhere in the game. Like, we just did much work with this. And there you go. Now it's a boss. Aw, man. Stop this nonsense. I'm firing my lasers and you're just over here being prissy. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? No, I'm not gonna settle the Andros thing. Are you kidding me? What do I look like to you? Now, you can beat this slot machine. That's what I'm working on right now. You can beat this thing. Dingus. Oh, you ding-a-dingus. Yes, you're a dingus. Oh, you're a dingus, yeah. Ding-a-ding-a-dingus. Ding-a-ding-a-dingus. Dingus. Oh, yes, you're a dingus, hey. Oof. Oof. Oh, it's pretty. I can't lock that one? Aw. You know, 2 megs in a cartridge is too much space. We need to put some extra stuff in it. Basically. Big money, no whammies. Aww. Alright, we'll lock it. Dang, man. You're really running the gamut with me, aren't you? Give me something to work with here. Nope, we'll just run a fresh route. Man, I want these average-ass coins. I want to win. I'm in it to win it, baby. This trippy ass background in the back. Whew. Pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah. All the coins you could want into this game. Ba-da-ba-bum. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Are you feeling a headache? Yet you see you'll feel it when we get to later in this game. Okay, so I'm gonna take a chance. We're gonna take this one, and we're gonna take this one, and hope that we can get something close to a star on this other one. Nope. You ding dong. I'm gonna do it again. Dang it. Alright, well, run it. There's a way to beat it, it's just playing it like it's a regular slot. Oh, come on, man. Oh, game! You made me get my trajectory down low and I locked a thing that I didn't want to lock. Ugh. I'm gonna have to have Andros on the other side no matter what. God dang it. Some people are popping in with happy birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. My birthday, just a heads up, was the 27th. I realize it's the 28th for a lot of people right now. But, you know, who's counting, right? Okay. Let's lock it. I'm gonna regret that, I have a feeling. Can't count. Same, dude, same. So tired, but I want to keep watching. The struggle is real. Hey, this stream's not going to be up much longer. As soon as I am victorious against the evils of a slot machine, you know, things are gonna... Oh, why? Things are gonna chill out, so... Sleep is important. Sleep is very much important. I say as I yawn. Yeah, baby! And then what happens? The world solidifies. And the game ends. You sit here and watch the closing credits for the game. Because as I said, when you got to this dimension, or out of this dimension rather, there's one way in, but there is no way out. So basically, this run of Star Fox that you play when you choose to go through here, it's over. It's over. It's done. You're stuck here. There's no way you can get out. There is no code you can use. There is no method by which you can break through to get back to the Lilat system. You are stuck here. And yeah, if you want to get really dark, you die here. This is where your journey ends. You can't get out of here. And it's like really like weirdly dark and incredibly sad and like this is it. This is the only option you have coming through here. It's just this. You can beat their little boss and be all like, ha ha, ha, it's a slot machine. But then when the slot machine's gone, you're here until you run out of jet fuel or oxygen or whatever it is that comes first. And then the only thing that's remotely like a minigame are the words "the end" that you can try and place improperly, but it doesn't do anything. You can have the letters set correctly. Bosses will come, little baddies will come by and destroy your hard work. But this is it. You're stuck here if you pick this ending. If you pick this ending, this is literally the end of your game. You can't get out of it. And, like, there's something so, like, heartbreaking about that. Just, you can just sit here and beg the universe to let you go, and it's not gonna happen. Yeah, see? So I got the end. But then it just plays the music here again. And that pops up again. It's like trippy, right? Like there's something so sinisterly dark about this. It always made me so uncomfortable when I was a kid and I like didn't know why. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, this is freaking terrifying. Like if Fox is the only person that's caught in this, then he's just stuck in this dimension in space. Like his dad disappeared in the black hole, but at least you can get out of the black hole and go somewhere else in the Lilat system. Here, you're just toast. You just, that's it. That's all you got. That alert actually, like, startled me. Haraya donated $5. Oh, thank you, Haraya. Hiya, madam. Just stopping in to say happy birthday. Hope you had a great time and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much, Haraya. Yeah, and that's it. You're stuck here. You can't go through here at all. So while Fox is having an existential crisis, I will end his suffering by getting us out of there and closing him off into the dimension as such. So yeah, that's it. That kind of actually went a bit faster than I expected it to be perfectly honest. And here comes the yawning. Beg your pardon. Yeah, that's all I had planned, and I think this is a pretty good point to also just like cut the stream at. So I'd like to thank everybody so much for watching, and I would like to thank those of you who donated. And most importantly, I would like to thank those of you who've helped made my last year really special and really really a bit of a breakthrough for me in doing all of this and like I really can't kind of get into words how much it has meant, your support, and standing by me and all this kind of stuff. And I thank you for it, and I thank you for your time as well. Thank you, everybody, so much. I love you, give me a kiss. Well, okay, that's something my dad would say to me when I was a kid. Sorry, don't take that out of context or whatever. Thank you guys so much. Again, appreciate you so much. Thank you for the birthday wishes. 33 is going to be awesome, because level 33 is awesome. That means you got a lot, like, you know, in your weaponry and stuff like that. I got a lot of knowledge up in here, and I'm going to use it out in here. So thank you guys so much again. I will see you on the next one. You the best. You the best. You the best. You absolutely the best. Around the best. Thanks, guys.